Right. And cool. All right. Hans Temmerstow here, Regis Prograis, former two-time champ at 140 pounds. How's my guy feeling today, man?
Honestly, bro, I just woke up from a nap. And after this, I'm going right back for a nap. I gotta run around, bro. I be people don't realize, dog, my days I be way busier outside of camp, bro, than when I am inside of camp. When I'm inside of camp, I just, you just worry about boxing, bro. When it's not, bro, I still train every day and I got so much shit to do. So, man, I be so busy every day. My days be crazy.
All right. Well, before we talk about what's been going on in your weight class and kind of what's been going on in the boxing world, man, um, what's Regis gonna do, man? Like, we ain't trying to beat around the bush. We're trying to figure out, is Regis gonna, well, I don't think you're gonna hang him up. So I guess my question really more so is, are you gonna rock at 140 pounds? Or are you just like, 147 looks good. You said you want to put on some muscle. Or are you going to go that route?
Honestly, bro, I really don't know. It depends on it depends on what they throw at me. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever I feel like, man, my main thing, bro, I've been telling people, bro, I want to be a champion, bro. Three-time champion sound real good to me. So, if I can go ahead and go to 47 and get a clear route, then, I might go to 47 or, stay at 140. You know what I'm saying? So right now it all depends, bro. It depends on what they like, what people offer me, what I can, what I can do, what I can get.
Is there like a certain champ or maybe like a certain belt? I mean, you always look pretty good with that green belt. And, Mario Barrios does have that belt. Is that kind of a guy where you're just like, look, if I can get my hands on Mario Barrios ASAP, I'll move up tomorrow.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah. Yeah. With the Barrios fight. I mean, the Barrios fight just seemed good to me. It looked good to me, dog, just because of excuse me. I mean, me and him was supposed to fight a long time ago, and it just never happened. You know what I'm saying? When he had that WBA regular, I wanted that belt, a long time ago, and I was like, man, I really wanted that. So now, he moved up, and he's doing good, and it's like, yeah, bro, like I feel like that's a big fight, and it's not just we both in Texas too. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm a New Orleans boy, but I got my roots in Houston also, and he's right down the street in San Antonio, so. I think that fight could be a big fight somewhere in Texas.
Do you look at him as being like, I don't know, maybe a little vulnerable? His last fight ended in a draw. He was a really big favorite. Do you kind of look
hmm
at him and say, yeah, if I get Barrios, I feel like I can stop him?
I'm not gonna say I feel like I can stop him. I definitely feel like I could beat him for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta realize, bro, he just fought Abel Ramos. And man, I beat Abel Ramos 2017 or something like that. And I mean, I ran through Ramos. I beat him easy, and then Ramos just dropped him, put him on his ass, and all that type of shit. Now I do feel like Ramos got better since, but still, bro, like yeah, I do look at it like that, like, bro, you know, it's um, it's there for me. It could be there for me.
Well, speaking of 147 pounds, wanted to get your thoughts real quick on this whole Jaron Ennis thing,
hmm
quote unquote, ducking Vergil Ortiz and stuff like that. I'm asking you because, you've always been a guy that's, fought the top level guys. Even before your fight with Devin, I believe you had the choice to just be like, I don't have to fight Devin. I could just fight somebody else. But you knew
Right.
you knew it was a big fight. So do you kind of look at that and say, nah, Boots should have just went up there to 154? Or are you just like, nah, that the boxing public just kind of got everything a little bit messed up. He's not actually ducking.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say he ducking or not. I think that the thing is, bro, it's not necessarily the fighters the fighters don't really make the decisions. I mean, they do, but at the same time, they got people in their ear, what I'm saying all kinds of things. So I think I saw a video about it, and he was like, man, I'm not ducking or something. He didn't really know what was going on. I don't, it just, I'm not gonna say, I don't say nobody ducking, what I'm saying? Well, I do say some people ducking, but in the boot situation, I don't think he's ducking or nothing like that because, I just think maybe it was a miscommunication on his team or on his part and stuff because, man, like from what I understand, they said they gonna fight him, and then they said they can't go to 54, but then they said they was going to 54 next fight. So, and But the thing is, bro, we can't really take everything serious about the when people have a post fight interview because I did it. You know what I'm saying? In a post fight interview, you got so many different emotions going on, bro. Like you don't know what you're saying. You know,
Mhm.
you just saying shit basically. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, you know, you just fought. You got all these emotions and stuff, so you really don't know. You just saying all kinds of stuff. You know, and so we can't take that. You know, we can't really take that serious a lot of time because you know we people don't realize though we are two different people when we talking in that interview than we are. You know what I'm saying? Like we just a whole different person.
Knowing you, if I know you the way I think I know you, if you was to go up to 147 pounds, yeah, you'd take that Barrios fight, but you'd want to fight the top guy. And the top guy is Boots. So is that kind of a fight where you're just like, look, I'm not tiptoeing into anybody's division to like sneak and grab a title. You know, if I get that Barrios fight, I win that belt. I want to fight the top guy, and the top guy is by and large Boots.
Oh yeah, for sure. If I get a belt, then yeah, we definitely do. For me, bro, it's whoever the top dog and whoever the biggest fight, bro. That's the main thing. That's what I'm looking at. Whoever the top dog, that's who. You know, that's who I'll go for. Whoever is the biggest fight. You know, I'm not. I won't. If I go to 47, I won't duck no smoke. So yeah, it'll be shit. You know, I'll. That's what I'll do.
What were your thoughts on Regis Hitchens, Africa's win last weekend over Liam Pardo getting the IBF belt? What did you think about the performance, man?
Honestly, bro, I didn't watch it, bro. I mean, I didn't watch the whole fight. I watched the highlights. I was training the other day, and I was watching the highlights while I was training. But I mean, I didn't really watch the fight. You know, I felt like it was. I still felt like it was a 50-50 fight, and anybody could have won. And I mean, for me, bro, congratulations to Hitchinson. That's all I say to him. It ain't nothing else to say. He won a belt. He won a belt for a long time. You know, and he got it. So you know, that's good for him.
Is that a guy where because for the longest amount of time, whether you had a belt, whether you didn't have a belt, he's
Hmm.
always wanted to fight you, man. So do you kind of turn around?
Man, look, if
Hmm?
look, if I can get that fight, oh for sure.
Mm.
Yes, bro. If I get that fight, that'll be a real easy way to get back to a belt. If I get that fight, yeah, for sure, I'll definitely go for that. But it depends on, what they'll try to set up and stuff like that. But if they give me that, yeah. I already text my people and shit, man. Y'all want to give me Hitchison? Do that for sure.
Do you think? I mean, I know he just won the belt, but do you kind of view him like in the same vein as like the other title holders, like Devin Haney? Well, Devin Haney doesn't have the belt anymore, but like a Teofimo Lopez, Puello has the belt. Um, Rayo Valenzuela has the WBA belt. Do you think he's like? Do you think he matches up well with those guys, or do you think, no disrespect to him, but maybe he's more towards the bottom of that list?
Hmm. He really on the same, really like the same, bro. I mean, right now, at 140, the belt's just been switching hands every fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. And I really think he just kind of same as everybody else. I don't think he's the bottom of the barrel, but I think, he kind of the same. You got it's like him, Rayo. I think Tio might be giving it up. David Ogado more. So everybody kind of right now is just in the it's no guy at 140. It's really not. It's no really that guy at 140 right now. We don't know who is the best. Nobody knows because it just, it changes hands. At the time, a year ago, well, over a year ago, I was the guy at 140. Then Devin guy. Then, Devin. Then he got beat by Ryan. Then all this steroid shit coming out. And then we had Matias, and Matias was looking like the monster. And then he just got beat. And Tio, sometimes Tio looks really good, but then sometimes Tio looks like shit. So who is that guy, bro? Like nobody really knows. It's nobody that's established right now to be that guy. I don't think Pitbull was ever that guy at 140. So yeah, bro, it's just like it's just it's just going from hand to hand right now. That's what it kind of looked like. I don't feel like Rayo is gonna have that belt too much longer. I mean, it depends. Maybe I don't think he'll defend it. I don't think he's gonna defend it. Like say 3 or 4 times and keep it. I don't think so. I think that he'll probably lose that belt. I do think that Hitchinson won't. It depends how they match him. I don't think he'll have it for a long. I'm talking about a long, long time, few years. I don't think he'll have it for a few years. Um, so who is that guy at 140 right now? Nobody knows, bro. It's really up in the air. It's no guy at 140 right now.
Does Because of that, does that also make you just say like, like you and I've seen you in person like plenty of times, and when you're not when you don't have a fight around the corner, you're like, you're a pretty big guy, like you're a muscular guy. So do you just kind of look at it like, yeah, like I want to put on the weight, but 140 is just like so jumbled up, like the belts just keep switching. Like I know if I could just get in a position, I could just grab another title myself. So is that like one reason why you just like
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
can't
saying,
go
bro.
for it?
Like for me, I want to be a three-time champion. So I think it'll be better at 140 if I can stay at 140. Obviously 147, that's cool. That'll be a stretch. The reason 147 looked really good to me is just because you know, Abel Ramos just fought. He just fought. What's his name, Barrios, and I beat Abel Ramos a long, long time ago, and they just had a draw. So it was like, all right, but I still, for me, bro, I still do want to be a champion again at 140. That would be more desirable to me to be a champion again at 140 than 147. But you know, if I get the belt at 147, that's still three-time champion too. So
For
you
sure,
know,
100%.
so but yeah, it is, man. I definitely feel like I know I'm gonna be a champion again, bro, just because I train every day, bro. That's the thing. I train every day, fight, no fight coming up. I still make sure I train every day, and I'm still really, really hungry for it. Honestly, and I don't even know why, bro. I'm super hungry. Um I still kind of want to be a gladiator, if that makes sense. I love the sport. I really want to be a fighter. And sometimes I think, man, like, can I be a fighter and a boss at the same time? And like, I know you can be, but it really is really, really hard, bro. Because like right now, I'm making a lot of in my personal life, I'm making a lot of real big boss moves. And it's like, damn, like I'm doing all this, and man, boxing is just like, I don't need boxing no more. That's the thing, because of all the shit I'm doing, but I still really, really want to be a champion. I mean, I wake up every day and just train, bro, and I don't have to do shit at all. Like I don't have to wake up, and I've been up. That's why I was taking a nap just now, bro. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, and I wake up and I read and I go hit the gym and run around and do all my stuff, and I still just want it. But it's like I don't really need it. A long time ago, I really needed boxing, but now I just don't need it no more. But I still want it. So I think for me, I think that's a real good sign, because I still really want this. I still really want to be a champ. I really, really hungry. They had a dude in the gym, some dude I didn't even know. He asked me, "Man, you still hungry?" And I was like, "Bro, I'm starving for this shit." Like, I'm in the gym. I don't have to be in the gym, but I just want it, bro. I want to be a champion again.
In your division, Teofimo Lopez, maybe for the most part, people would say that he's the guy, maybe
Hmm.
top dog or whatever. But he's talking about, wanting to go to 47, um, going up there to fight Boots right off the bat.
Hmm.
There have been some rumors that some discussions are taking place right now. Is that the type of fight where you're just like, yeah, Tio's tripping? Or no, Tio has that type of talent where he's just like, yo, listen, man, he can go up there and mess with Boots.
I think both. I think both of them. And why I say that, bro, is just like Tio does have the talent. He does. I always thought Tio was the guy at 135 a long time ago because of the skill he has. But he doesn't have I just feel like he doesn't have the mindset, because sometimes he looks really good and sometimes he looks like shit, like he did. If you look at his wins, he beat Loma. That was a big fight. He beat Josh Taylor. I didn't expect him to do that. He beat Josh Taylor and he beat Loma. But then he lost to Cambosis. And the dude Ortiz, and then he almost lost to what's his name, Sandor Barton also, so man, like you just with him, you just don't know. I think he can, but I think he has the skill to do it, but I don't think he has the mindset to beat somebody like a Boots. I don't think so, bro. I mean, I think Boots is just I think Boots is too big, because you gotta realize, like, the people he beat like that, they was good, but they were small, man. Josh Taylor is big, but Josh Taylor doesn't have like the skill level like a Boots. It's a different type of style. Boots has um Boots is big, and he's fast, and he just has a difficult style to deal with. So I don't see it, but at the same time, I could be wrong. I was wrong about him with Josh Taylor, and he did his thing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people was wrong about that. I thought Josh Taylor was gonna kill him. He just smoked him, and so you never know with Tia, bro. You never know. He a big walking question mark.
Is he the type of guy where you can actually, I mean, like you said, his performances is up and down, but it kind of seems like when the stage is the biggest, the lights is the brightest, that's when he kind of shines. So I know you're favoring Boots, but is it a situation where you're just like, I wouldn't be surprised if Tio wins?
No, I won't be surprised for sure. I would favor Boots, but yeah, if Tia wins, I wouldn't be surprised. I would, if I had to bet, I'd be like, yeah, Boots will win, but if Tia win, I wouldn't be surprised just because of what he did in the past. That's the thing. He sometimes, like I said, man, sometimes against in real big fights that we think he gonna lose, he pulls it off. And then sometimes you're like, man, oh, he gonna smoke him, and then he just doesn't. He just looks like a dud. So with that, bro, with Tio, bro, it's just like I said, he a big old walking question mark, bro. You just never know his head gonna be at.
For sure. Speaking of walking question mark, that's like the perfect segue. Walking question mark, not sure where his head is at. Gervonta Davis just recently said, after 2025, he's gonna quote unquote retire. I mean, I don't believe it, but you're a fighter, so you would know better than 99% of the people in the world. Do you put like any stock into that, or do you just think, nah, Gervonta's just talking?
I think he might be going through something, bro. Like people don't realize, bro. Like when you get to his level, and I'm not even on the level Javante on, but when you get to a certain level, bro, like man, like you got so much shit to deal with, bro. I be having so much family shit and all just so much bad energy and bad people to deal with, and you got to like it might sound crazy, right? But man, that losing locker room is something that's very powerful. People don't realize the losing locker room, bro. But when you in I've been on both sides. I've been on losing and I've been on the winning side of the locker room. The losing locker room is powerful because in that locker room and after that fight, you really see who is with you. You see who is with you for you as a person, not just for you as the fighter. You got to realize people like Gervonta never experienced that. He's never had a losing locker room. He's always had after a fight. It's always been a big celebration. So um you sometimes with that, bro, you just don't know who is for you. You really don't. You might have all these people around you, bro, and they only with you just because of who you are, not who you are as a person, but just because of what you do. And I like for me, bro, I experienced the same thing, bro, and it's like like I said, bro, it's a powerful thing to have that because you really see, you know, um, the people that you really don't need to be around, and maybe he don't have that yet. He don't realize, and that's probably what's going. You can tell, bro, it's just something that's going on with him, and I think that he probably talking about retirement because that's probably what's going on. He probably got some bullshit going on around him, like in his personal life, but he don't know at the same time. So, um, I don't think he would want to retire for that reason. Um, as far as like fighting and stuff, but I think that maybe he just got a lot of stuff going on, bro. So he talked about he need therapy and all kinds of stuff. And I mean, I feel him because like I said, bro, I'm on, you know, we do the same thing, but he's just on a way higher level than me, and I can understand him.
If you were to retire right now, I don't think any of the fans or media members could say, no, we wish Regis would have fought this guy. Oh, we wish Regis would have fought that guy. You've
Mhm.
pretty much fought like all of the top level guys. Maybe not every single guy, but most top level guys.
Not everyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
not
But
everyone.
a shit ton of top level guys, man. So
hmm
now you look at a guy like Gervonta. If, he just recently said he seems to get like really, really, really annoyed nowadays when somebody brings up Shakur's name.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, so if he was to, actually retire after 2025 and he didn't fight Shakur, would you look at it and say, nah, man, that was a duck, man. You should have fought Shakur before you hung him up, man.
I think he has to fight Shakur before he hangs him up. But when you got personal shit going on, it's like, man, I think that he will regret it. I think a lot of people they don't look in the future, how they'll feel in the future and stuff like that. So I think that if he does retire, don't get me wrong. Listen, Javante is, he's super rich. You know what I'm saying? So he did his thing, and he did say he was like, man, I do it. I'll do it for y'all. For the belts and stuff. I do it for the money. So if that's true, bro, like I mean, he did his job. He did it for the money. He got paid a lot, and then he got out the sport. With all his faculties and stuff like that. So he is good. But as a fighter, bro, us as fighters, it's it's more than that, bro. People say he says about the money, but it's more than that, bro. If you've been fighting for your whole life, that's is really what you love. You want to be just like I said, bro. I still want to be a gladiator. I want this, And I feel like it's the same thing with him. He still wants to be a fighter. And it'll be hard. I think that it will be hard to walk away without having a big fight like that. And I think that maybe he can say that right now about money and stuff like that. But I just feel like, man, in the future, way down the line, if he doesn't fight him, he's gonna regret it. He go like, damn, I should have fought him. And I think that I do think that if people keep talking about, I think that it is gonna like he's gonna have to do it. That's the thing. I don't think that he would walk away without doing it because he's at the end of the day, bro, he's a fighter, So I think he might come back or something like that, but I don't think he's gonna walk away without fighting. At least fighting one of those big fights where people, where it's like a 50-50.
Yeah.
So I don't see it, bro. I don't see him doing it. I think he might say, all right, I'm gonna retire and walk away, but in the back of his mind, he could be like, damn, I should have fought Shakur because you gotta realize, bro, like he's the man right now. So when he retires, you're not the man no more. That's it. You done.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Whoever else is coming up is gonna be that man. And he might be looking like, damn, that was me. I
Yeah.
need to come back and I need to do that. And how it's looking, that might be Shakur. If he leaves, Shakur is gonna be that man. And people still gonna be talking about him and Tank. So I think that he won't I don't think he'll officially retire until he fights somebody like Shakur.
Is is Shakur somebody that you kind of favor in that matchup a little bit? I know you've told me like 20 million times it's 50-50, but you've been in the ring with Shakur. I mean, I have no idea who hits harder between you and Tank. You hit hard as shit. Tank hits really hard too. So
Right, right, right,
I'm
right.
not really sure, but you've been in the ring with Shakur and you really know, like, all right, hitting this dude is damn near impossible sometimes.
Yeah,
Like
bro, he nice, bro. That's what I'm saying. Shakur, nice, bro. Everybody can tell you that, bro. I spar with him, and Shakur is nice, but Tank nice too, and Tank got the power, and a lot of people do favor Tank, bro. For me, bro, I think that Shakur could really outbox him for a long time. But if Tank lands on him, just like everybody know, bro, if Tank lands on Shakur, we just don't know what's gonna happen. Like now, I don't think I don't think Shakur ever fought nobody like a Tank, and I don't think Tank ever fought nobody like a Shakur. Like you look at who is Shakur's biggest win, and look at who's Tank's biggest win is. And they both of them didn't never fight nobody like each other. So I think, bro, it's gonna be, I think Shakur could outbox him. He could outbox him the whole time. But when Tank land, man, what's gonna happen? We don't know. With those 8 ounce gloves on, bro, we don't know. And Tank is not just a big puncher. He can box. He's fast and he's strong. And he has an IQ also. So I don't know, bro. I mean that's all I'll put to it.
gotcha. Speaking of like gladiators, I think that was like a really interesting and cool way to put it. Like you still want to be a gladiator, you still want to train to fight somebody mano a mano,
Mhm.
blood and guts, all that extra stuff. Quick question before I even go to that. Would you, if you were to retire right now, would you have like any regrets in terms of like, I didn't fight this guy?
I mean, I think the only person I can say right now that is probably like a Teofimo. That's the
Mm.
only one. And I mean, it's not because I didn't choose not to fight him, it's because the fight just never came up or something like that. But yeah, I think that's the only person because I mean, I stayed at 140 and everybody kind of moved out the way or went somewhere else, went to 30, they went to 47 or whatever. So yeah, I think that'll be the only for me, that'll be the only person that I will say, like, damn, I think, me and Tia would have been a good fight.
Now, let me tell you why you're lying. I-
Why?
to me, the guy that, I mean, if you were to retire, I would be upset, and a lot of people would be upset that you didn't fight,
Mhm.
is Matthias. That fight's still
Oh, Matia. Okay, Matia.
yeah.
All right, Matias.
Do,
You're
do
right,
you
right, right.
do you look
That
at
fight
that?
too. That fight too. You're right. That fight too, for sure.
Do you still look at that and say, yeah, he don't got that belt no more? But the type of styles
Right.
we got to get busy, man.
Right, right. Oh, we definitely go. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're right.
Mm,
It just the thing is the Matias fight never was on. I only looked at Matias because of like I want the belt, bro. That's it. And
yeah.
like Matias don't have the belt no more. So I said Tio because of the belt. That's all. I'm not even looking for nobody. Like for me, bro, I don't even have nobody on my radar except people that have the belts. That's it. Before, you asked me about Hitchison. What I said, whatever with Hitchison, I was a champion, whatever with Hitchison. Now Hitchison got a belt. Guess what? Hitchison looking real good to me now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. So it's like, it was only people with the belts. And for me, bro, I was supposed to fight. I thought I was supposed to fight Matias, bro. That's what Matchroom told me a long time ago. Before Matias fought Pyro, me and him got on the thing, we was talking shit to each other. That was supposed to be the next fight, and then he lost. And I was like, damn, but I was supposed to fight him for the belt the next fight. That's what they was trying to line up, and then he lost. So it was like, damn, now I don't want to fight him no more. I want to fight Pyro, because he got the belt now. So for me, bro, I want the belt. So I'm not even looking for names no more. So I said Tio because Tio kind of all damn near always had a belt. He had a belt at 35, and he got a belt at 140. And that's what I was looking at like that. But yeah, for sure, I think that still could be a action packed fight for sure.
You and Matthias, I mean, when you didn't have a belt, um, when you were in contention to get a belt, when you had a belt, you was always just like, yeah, nah, me and Matthias got to get it on. Like, no
Right,
matter
right,
what,
right, right.
me and this dude just got to get it on. So you've always been like kind of, pushing to make that fight. So with that being said, do you look at Richardson Hitchens and he was always just like, I don't really like the 10-pound rehydration with the IBF, but then
Hmm.
Matthias loses it and then he ends up fighting Power. Do you kind of look at that and say, nah, man, you knew what you were doing? Like you didn't, or do you think it was just like a coincidence and he would have ended up fighting Matthias?
The way you talk about Hitchison, he didn't
Yeah.
want to fight. Yeah, Hitchison didn't want to fight him. Yeah, I mean, they did it on purpose. Hitchison did just that style, bro. That style I don't think Hitchison wanted nothing to do with that style at the time. Power had this. It's people don't realize, bro. Style. I mean, people do realize his styles make fights. That's it. At the end of the day, bro, a style makes a fight, and that's just how boxing is, bro. So I think that Hitchison didn't have that style to keep somebody like Matias off. Pyro did, but Pyro, because Pyro he had a little power, but he could box a little. He could box a little bit. With Matias, all you gotta do is be able to box. All you just don't let him hit you that much and be able to box him a little bit, and you'll be good with Matias. You can't let him get off on you. You either you hit him, you move around, or you grab him, and that's what Power did the whole time. And it was not an easy fight for him, but that's kind of what you have to do to somebody like a Matias. Hitchison doesn't really have that because I don't think he's that. I don't think physically, I don't think he's that strong. I think he's quick, but I don't think physically he's that strong to keep somebody like a Matias off. So I think that yeah, he did. He was like, all right, let's just wait and see let's see what Power does, and then it's like, all right, let's go ahead and get Power because the style matchup is a little better for him.
Would you favor, because Matthias just kind of put out recently a few days ago, like, I'm gonna see you soon to Hitchens, basically. Would you favor Matthias right now, or would you favor Hitchens because he has the belt and and a ton of fighters in training say it all the time. Once you get a belt, like your confidence goes through the roof, you get better. Like, so do you
Mhm.
kind of view it like, nah, I think Hitchens might win that one? Or are you just taking Matthias in that one?
I think if Hitchens and Matias fought, I think I would probably go Matias way. I
Mm.
think so. You know why? And I'm saying that because Matias lost, and some fighters get stronger after they lose. Some fighters go down, but it depends on him. It depends on the fighter. But I think that he'll probably get stronger after a loss. He'll come back like, all right, I realize what I need to do, and then I'll do it. I think that I would. It depends how Matias looks, and it depends how Hitchison looks in his next fight. I mean, we not gonna find out about Hitchens because he just fought, so he won't be fighting for a while. But um, I'll see how Matias looks in this next fight, and then kind of just I think kind of go from there. But I think I would choose Matias um over Hitchens.
I'm assuming by stoppage because that's literally the only way that
Yeah,
Matthias.
that's the only way. Yeah, he won't be able. I don't think he'll be able. If it go 12 rounds, yeah, I think Hitchens for sure. If it does go 12 rounds, but if Matias gets to him, yeah, I think stoppage.
Gotcha. And just my last question for you. With the whole, we're assuming you're gonna be back in the ring sometime next year, maybe two fights or so. And
Hopefully.
when you were talking during your post fight in the ring when you was talking about the whole retirement thing. Me personally, I was just like, whatever. He's
So,
emotional
I was
right
full of
now.
shit. Basically, I'm full of shit for sure. Full of shit.
Yeah, definitely full of shit. He's just emotional, man. Like, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
But there is one thing, or maybe one or two things you did say that made me say, maybe, because you was just like, um, you feel like, and I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but you felt like maybe your body couldn't handle 12 rounds anymore. You kind of wanted to move aside for like the young guys and stuff like that and whatever. Is that still like the case in the back of your head? Like, can I still handle going 12 hard rounds with somebody? Or are you just like, no, that was just, a part of like your emotional kind of talking at the time?
Yeah, it was just. I think it was just emotional. Emotional talking, bro. Like, so what happened to fight, bro? I was man, like my pot before that, before the fight, bro. My partner was like, man, this could be one of your easiest fights, and it really for about 6 rounds, it was easy. Like I was outboxing them easy. Then what happened was, and I'll tell you the truth, bro. What happened was my coach said, "Listen, I think you winning, but we are in the UK. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think you need to step it up a little bit more. You need to probably go to him." So what I did, I went to him, and once I got caught, I rolled my ankle. And after I rolled my ankle, I did it again. Go
Does
ahead.
that aggravate you though? Honestly, like if I just kept boxing, I either would have won, or if he won, that shit would have been super controversial anyways. Does that kind
Well,
of feel you?
I mean, I knew the thing is, bro, like going back to it, I didn't have good management, right? So I shouldn't have even never fought out there, basically in the first place. I should never even fought in the UK. I didn't have to. It was no reason for me to fight in the UK at all. I had bad management, and they kind of made me. They forced me, and they made me do it. So, I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew that I'm not gonna get a decision in the UK. I understand that, I knew that I was gonna have to knock him out. So it was something to where like, man, I'm not gonna just outbox them and then try to get a controversial decision. I'm not gonna do that, man. I was gonna I would try to press it. I try to step on the gas, and that's what I'm saying, bro. I try to press it, and then once that I got caught, but it was a man, for the first 6 rounds, it was easy. I dropped him. I was moving, I was jabbing. He couldn't touch me, nothing, bro. It was so easy for me. My partner told me, he was like, bro, this could be one of your easiest fights. And I was so confident in the hotel room. I was good. Everything was perfect out there. Then I get to even walking to the ring. I felt good walking to the ring. Um, I came out. I just remember seeing all the people. I was just happy. The whole time in the UK, I was just a happy person.
Yeah,
And I was good. And I was super loose. I was outboxing them easy. And I came back. It was the 6th round, either the 6th or the 7th round, and my coach was like, "Look, you might need I think you winning, but you might need to be a little busier. We don't know how they gonna score it in the UK." And I was like, "All right, cool." So I was like, "All right." I changed the game plan up. I started stepping to him. That's what they train for. Everybody that's gonna fight me, that's what they gonna do. They gonna try to fight off the back foot. Everybody know I got big power. So what they gonna try to do, they gonna try to move around, they gonna try to outbox me. But it didn't work for him. He was trying to do that, but I was outboxing him. People don't realize I can box too. I'm not just a big puncher. I know how to box. So I did. I went to him. I stepped forward, and then after that, I got caught. And then once I got caught, and then I rolled my ankle, and it was one point in time we both fell on the floor. And then once we both fell on the floor, my ankle rolled. I think I rolled my ankle like 3 times, and I barely can walk for a long time after that. But once I rolled my ankle, bro, that was it. I was just fighting off fumes. I just had to fight. I couldn't move. I couldn't box no more. I couldn't do nothing, and shit, that was it. But at first, bro, man, I was outboxing him so easy. It was just real, like it was real easy, bro. It was a real easy fight, and
gotcha.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. My confidence was like really. My confidence still sky high. That's what I'm saying. I talk with confidence right now. My confidence still sky high for whoever I fight next because, bro, like I was doing this shit. It was like I said, bro. It was easy. It was real fuck. It was an easy ass fight until I rolled my ankle.
For sure. And actually, last question for you. Can't let you go without asking. There's a little bit of video out now with, Devin working out. Seemed like he's working on blocking the left hook. Just basically back in the gym, working hard, man.
Hmm.
Do you kind of get the sense that Devin is the type of guy who will get better, who will win the rematch against Ryan? Or do you think he might be shot right now?
I'm not gonna say he's shot. I don't think that. But I don't think he could beat Ryan. I don't think he's gonna beat Ryan. I think mentally he knows because he got beat. He got dropped 3 times. He got his ass whooped by Ryan, and that's always gonna be in his head. No matter what they put out there, no matter what Bill says, that's always gonna be in the back of his mind. Like, damn, he really beat me. And no matter what they say about the steroids and all that type of shit, you can say what you want, bro. But at the end of the day, he still lost. Now, yeah, it was wrong. He was using something he wasn't supposed to, but how much did that really count? So I don't think Devin will be able to beat Ryan. But if he fights somebody else, I don't know. We just have to see. We'll see what happens next. I don't think they are, and I don't think they should fight Ryan again next. I think they should do something like a tune up, something easier, and just see how he does, and then go from there. And I don't think they are gonna do that. I think that, if I think they are smart. Unless the only way they will probably do that is if they trying to cash out, get a big crazy amount of money, which I think a rematch with them with Ryan would be a big ass amount of money. So they probably would do that, but I don't think that for his career wise, I don't think he should fight Ryan next. I think he should try something else and then fight him. So it all depends on the risk versus reward type of thing. Um, so I don't know, bro. We'll see. We'll see what happens with it. We just got to see how he looks in his next fight, if it's with Ryan or not with Ryan. But I know it's a big fight with Ryan, so maybe.
And just one last message to your fans. 2024 is pretty much done. Going into 2025. Just one last message for your fans that love you around the world, man.
Man, I just thank all my fans, bro, for supporting me. Man, the crazy thing, bro, like, bro, my every time my boxing life is not good, my real life is really good. I don't know why, bro. When my boxing life is really good, my personal life isn't really that good. You know what I'm saying? So my personal life is crazy good, but my boxing life is like, it's kind of shaky. I gotta try to climb back to being 3 time champion and get the belt and stuff like that again. But my personal life is like on fire. It's really good, and that's why I said, man, like sometimes it's really hard because I still want to be a gladiator. I still want to be a savage. I still love it. But I'm becoming more and more of a boss every single day. Like the moves I'm making, man, I'm just doing stuff to like I'm doing some big shit, but I still want to box. That's the thing. I still really want to fight. I still want to box. I still want to be a gladiator. But it's like, man, when you got so much boss shit going on, it'd be like, oh man, it'd be hard, bro. It really do be hard. But I still love training every day. I still want to do it, and I still am gonna do it.
Gotcha. Look, man, you already know it's always love with me. Appreciate you jumping on, man, and thanks for spending your time with me today, man. Appreciate you, brother.
No problem, bro.
My guy.
Yeah, I'll let you.